Uh-huh, it's that time again. I'm so tired, man. You have no idea how much I've been through just to record this same video. God, kill me. Alright, let me close the door, though. Yes, I'm very unprepared. That's how it is in this stupid world of channels and YouTube for me. So, you saw the title. What did I buy this time? Um, First of all, I don't think this was going to be originally the graphics card I would have chosen. Why? Because there's one flaw with it. Maybe two. But one main flaw really does make me unhappy. Because originally I was going to go with the RX 9060 XT. And what happened to that exactly? Let's just say I got a good deal. Like a really interesting deal. Not for some random stranger off the streets that said, "Hey, I'm selling this cool GPU for a small price of that's disclosed until I reveal it." So I don't know how much of a good value it is, but if I was having panic attacks in the middle of a college, though no one would have noticed because I didn't actually try to look like I was panicking. I should probably stop yapping and just show it. But yeah, I was in college and found it and just bought it right then and there. It's strange, I know. You bought a GPU from college. A GPU at college. I need to say that properly. That was the wrong sentence I formed. And funny enough, it's another GPU from eBay. Where else will I get those deals? Well, truly I can get them from sales. But eBay again, and it feels like it's brand new again. Yep, I got this thing. Let me just flip it around though. It's awkwardly upside down. Now it's upside down for you, but for me, not for you. Yes, you handsome lad. You have. No, you don't have this graphics card. You don't get this one, I'm sorry. This is mine. But as I was saying, I got another one. Again. And it's AMD again. Because the first one I had was AMD, and it was a random Chinese variant. But it worked for a short while until I had money, bought a GTX 1660 Ti, and from that 1660 Ti, I said, alright, this upgrade gotta be the best one of all time. Because the thing is, I was looking for a big VRAM upgrade. Not an expensive one, something like the 3060 maybe something like the 1080 Ti. And then I looked at 1080 Ti's power wattage and I was just like, no, we're not doing that one. Not happening at all. It's gonna go boom. And also my power supply couldn't handle it, couldn't support it at the time. It had only one 8-pin. I don't know if that caused too many issues at any point, but I think it's better to just supply it with all the power, all the power in the world, not just, hey, GPU. Now, what's strange is that why do I call this, so, yeah, let me get the flaw thing out of the way. So, why do I think this is a flaw in the first place? The power wattage of this thing is almost equal to the 2080 Ti, which generally, the VRAM is the same almost, and then it has ray tracing and all that garbage. To you, it probably isn't garbage. I'm just saying it because I say that a lot about everything. I'm just like, this is garbage as I pull out my credit card and purchase something. But that's not really the point of this. So this thing. Now, some of you might go, why did you go Nvidia, you dumb fuck? You could have gone an Nvidia GPU because it stream better, it do better, and it better. I don't know, they didn't have VRAM options. That's the only excuse I have. The 3060, you might think, brother, it has 12 gigs. Why are you upset? The thing isn't even powerful enough to use up that much. I may be using 2080p. What is that? 1080p, but that doesn't mean I will want a super basic card from like I don't know 60 class or whatever. And I would have considered the 3070. Hell, I've considered the 3070 way before I got the 1660 Ti, but then my paycheck came in and I realized, damn, I didn't get that much money. I was really terrible at mathing, apparently. Or at least I thought it was going to pay me differently, but I'm stupid. Yeah. But another downside that I mentioned was that this sometimes doesn't feel good enough. I was going to go with the RX 9060 XT, which will be on screen. I don't know. Like, here you go. I don't know. Eat it. It's delicious, I know. So, what's the difference between the two? The performance between the two is somewhere. It's the same. But the difference comes in when it's the VRAM and the power of the the usage of power, whatever. Because this thing has 12, while the RX 9060 XT has 16 gigs. And you might be telling me, what about the 8 gig? As I was saying, that thing has better performance, better power efficiency, 160 watts, which is pretty much good enough, and all that. Because I did try to get a more power efficient build, not like anything crazy, which is why I have the 1660 Ti in the first place. But sadly, this came in. So let me tell you now the price of this thing and why I justified myself buying this in the middle of a goddamn college class. Well, it costs 260 British pounds. You can convert it into anything else. 260 British pounds. So, I don't know what you can tell me other than buy an Nvidia card next time, dumbass. But yeah, and to be honest, this card, I I had a feeling I was gonna get this one somehow, but I wasn't sure why. I knew that the RX 9060 exists, a 16 gig variant, which why wouldn't I buy that in the first place? It exists too, and it's got, you know, better stuff, I guess. I don't know. You know what's funny? This is another Gigabyte model, just like the other one. I don't know why I keep getting Gigabyte models. It's like they're haunting me or something. But as I was saying, 260 for this graphics card. Yeah, I'd probably be a dumbass if I went for the RX 9060 XT 16 gig just because it had better power and 16 gigs. Like, Now don't worry about the power efficiency though. It's not all the end of the world. Probably should not say it was like a bad thing anyways. But essentially this thing can be nerfed in terms of power consumption by going into the one thing that it's good at, and that is making it more comfortable for gamers, which is, I don't know, AMD Adrenalin? I don't remember what it is. But you can tweak the voltage and power usage on this thing, and from 2045 watts it can go pretty low to like maybe below 100. That's a bit really low. That's actually not normal. I mean 200, below 200. That's where I'm usually satisfied. And yeah, uh, I should probably open this thing as well. I forgot about that part. It's just showing off the box as if I was only getting the box. And I'm like, 260 for this box was excellent pricing, my guy. You have no idea. It's like a gold. Like I was saying, it was worth the 260 for just the box and the stuff inside. There was no graphics card. Anyways, I'm lying again. There is a graphics card, and no, this is the most important part. This is the only reason I bought this. 260 for this. This is the most. Do I have this as well from the old one? Because the last one was Gigabyte as well. Well, here it is. The GPU, the GPU, the GPU. Anyways, here it is. Pretty big. Right, so we can open this up. And don't worry about this. This just proves that this thing is explosive and will kill you. It's a good sign. That means it's working. Not as intended, but it will work. In a different way, I think. I don't know how I'm supposed to say what I'm saying, but like, look. If it can radioactive, I'm probably happy that it can radioactive. Oh, hell yeah, it has the little bit thing. Why does it look bent on screen? It's not bent in real life, I swear, it's a camera angle. It has this little thing. I love this little thing. This AMD edition. It's just Gigabyte. I thought Gigabyte was just a special, I don't know, Nvidia thing. No, it's just Gigabyte. No matter which model you get, Gigabyte thingy. It's got metal in the back. It's quality. I love this thing. It keeps my GPU PCIe safe. I'm probably gonna eat that later. But yes, here it is. Where the fuck are the ports? There we go. I was about to say, it's like, did I not get ports for this one? I did. And those were the covered ones. They can be opened, don't worry about it. Big boy fan card. Let me get the old RX 580 to compare the size. Anyways, that's the size comparison. I don't know if you have a graphics card of this size somehow. This is the smallest one I have. The other one's probably slightly elongated. With 1660 Ti, you probably have like, what if I just put footage on screen about the size of it? You probably have seen it, and you're just like, damn. I should have the size comparison between these two again. Also, don't mind it being dusty. It just, I probably shouldn't have mentioned it. Maybe now you can't unsee it. But yes, this graphics card exists too. This is the Chinese one I'm talking about. Damn, it's so much lighter. I can chuck this like a brick. I can break into so many banks with this one. Don't mind my side hustle. That's not important to you right now. That's not important right now. This graphics card's really good at being a graphics card. You know what? I can't lie. This graphics card actually looks good despite it just being a block. Looks pretty good. Oh shit. I hit the one with this one. Now it's extra charged. Why? AMD on AMD makes stronger AMD. I don't know how that works, but that just works. But yeah, this graphics card, my very first one. Maybe. I had an older desktop at some point, but my mother took it and said, hasta la vista, kaboom. And it went boom, so it's gone now. Now we have this as my official first graphics card because I didn't know the last one. Maybe even had one. I don't know, but I think all desktop computers had one. Well, you know, that stuff. I think I just explained nothing to you. So, what can this, I don't know. This card good? Probably. It's not the same as the RX 580 SP. RX 580 non-SP. I call it SP, which if I can show on camera. Oh, it definitely can be shown. The SP right there, that's just the nerfed down version of this. It is, fucking threw this thing at the screen, imagine that. It essentially acts like a bit like a 5070, which isn't the best graphics card, but it exists if you want it. But yeah, these things are very nice for the budget. They cost like 50, 60 maybe. And it works. It works perfectly fine. It's pretty cool. Has 8 gigs. It works. It's pretty valuable to get 8 gigs on a cheap card like this. So I don't know. You can go find it on AliExpress or just a random eBay seller that's selling the actual RX 580. Probably get the RX 580. Because the only downside you get from the RX 580 is the power consumption. That's worse because it goes up to 185 maybe, I can't remember, while this one stays like 150 because it loses out on a few things that the RX 580 is good for. Like better performance by like, I don't know, 10%, I don't remember. Ugh. I should probably not put this entire GPU on top of my keyboard that I had like right next to me. You can see it even. Nothing got corrupted, nothing exploded, nothing abruptly. Well, it did end abruptly because my dumb head didn't think straight. I was just like, alright, I just gotta put this GPU back in here. No biggie. Well, now I have like 3 files of the same video, but one's cut short and the other ones aren't. Alright, I'll put this back where my brother can find it. If he ever wants it. Damn, this is a big chunker. It's a real big chunker. The only thing left to do is to see if it works, which if I do show the benchmark things, then yes, it must work. I can't really, hide that. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the one thing that these cards tend to do when they're higher wattage, is that they tend to give you more PCIe things to put in here. Which I can do. It's not a problem. I've got enough of those things to get this thing powered. Though my power supply maybe 650 watts may be okay with this thing since I have a Ryzen 7 7700, not the X1. The X1 is more power compared to the other one I have, but yes. That thing, it'll work. It work. That's just all there for I don't know, fun. Yeah, I like this. This thing's metallic, by the way. I didn't expect they to just put I didn't expect Gigabyte to just put metal, like metal right here. And the fact that I got this for 260 is great. 12 VRAM, fucking crazy performance jump. Don't know by how much, but like, it's a graphics card and all that. I forgot to show off the side bracket I got, which I didn't think I'd get, but it might not even work anyways because it's an ATX one. Unless I magically make it work by doing some weird, wacky shit and pull off, I don't know, magic. But yeah, I'll figure out how to put this on if I need to. Yeah, that'll be it. We'll see you in the benchmark section, I guess. Bye bye. Alright, let me double check. Yeah, we can hear me. As you can see on the screen, with, well, let me show you. Oh, where is it? High settings, all of it. It, runs a lot. It runs high settings perfectly fine, the 1660 Ti. As you can see, the power consumption is, you know, up to the standard that it is, which is 120 watts. Pretty much what I want. And, yeah. It sticks around 80 or something, maybe 90 sometimes, but 80 is the more confident number. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Temperatures, not bad. Everything about it, not bad. As you can see, the CPU doing the CPU things. Oh, hi. So yeah, I can definitely run this game on higher settings now that I have a way better CPU. So this is what the performance would have been. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I guess that's really it for this one. Yeah, I guess I'll just run back, avoid literally everything here. And I guess we'll see you in the other one. Alright, so give me a minute, guys. Here we are. Finally, after you have no idea how long it took to set up this basic little thing. But here's your high settings, just like the previous GPU. And you can see, yeah, the performance does leap up quite a bit. It does leap up quite a bit. Now the max is only 144, as you can see. I cannot increase it beyond that. Even if I disable whatever VSync crap. And my monitor can go up even higher than this. So, I don't know. The game's a little mean. But I don't really care too much right now. So as you can see, it does perform pretty well, I think. It does jump around a lot, but it doesn't seem like anything's exploding. And the wattage, slightly worse. But it seems to stick around the good... Okay, it does bounce around a lot. Well, I can limit the GPU power and all that, so it won't be a big problem in the future. Whenever I need to, you know, tone it down a bit. For the power consumption, it seems pretty relatively alright. The CPU usage, not too high. And, yeah. You're probably also seeing this from the encoder itself, AV1 version. What's the point of using the worst one? I don't know, over to compare the two, but like, why would I use it? But yeah, it usually should be able to go above 44 hertz, stuff, whatever that. The average is probably like, I don't know. I don't know, actually. I didn't bother setting up the average. Maybe I should have. But as you can see, the FPS definitely got boosted. It definitely did. This ain't the game to test it, but it's boosted, definitely. It's got a lot more. A lot more for it. And this game doesn't really need that much VRAM to run it, which is awesome. I guess the, you know, okay, when I get here, it's crazy low. I don't think like the other GPU was like that, but here, it seems to work just fine. I don't know, I'm just doing funny things. Alright, sorry for the motion sickness if that happened. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The comparison is pretty obvious. The upgrade exists. It's not just wasted. I don't know why in here it does limit it quite a bit. Oh, never mind. Oh, the sky it doesn't. Looking at the sky. That works. But yeah, it's playable at high. So, I don't know what to complain about. That's cool. And that'll be it. Yeah. I got my upgrade. Nowhere else to test it besides here, unless, I don't know, Cyberpunk appears on screen with a spooky jump scare. But nah, it's not gonna happen. Don't worry. But yeah. Oh god. Okay, that's it. Bye.